We are back. We're going to bum rush a couple of calls. Then we got Luke Rudkowski and Manny Badillo of New York 9/11. We Are Change. Really the originator, Luke Rudkowski, the founder of wearechange.org. Worldwide organization, does more than anybody out there. They are the tip of the spear, in my opinion, of activism. And that's why, they're in the crosshairs of the do-nothings, of the crybabies. Oh, they've done so much to hurt the movement. Meanwhile, the people saying it haven't done anything but be armchair keyboard quarterbacks that write the occasional article or comment on the occasional blog. They do nothing. They sit there and they take it like the slaves that they are, while they insult other people in this movement like myself, like Alex Jones, people that have been proactive, people that go beyond 9/11 truth, people that see the bigger picture and the desperation for humanity to act against that big agenda, that global governance agenda, that new world order agenda. Oh, the new world order doesn't exist, Jason. It can just be on the cover of Time magazine, no big deal. It can just be Gordon Brown talking about it at the G20. It doesn't exist. You're mentally ill, Jason Bermas, and so are We Are Change. We hate them, but I love them. I think they're the greatest. I think they are the premier activist organization, 9/11 truth or otherwise. All right, let's go to Matt in Arkansas. Matt, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason, what's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
I had a question for you.
Sure.
Kevin Trudeau, who was recently on, he says that he met with the Bilderberg Group and that the New World Order was basically okay with people like you and Alex stirring the water up to get us prepared for what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my question is, what is the chance, in your opinion, of our third-party representative like Ron Paul actually being a placeholder for the New World Order, just waiting for us to wake up?
What do you mean? You mean like controlled opposition?
Yeah, exactly.
Not Ron Paul. I mean, are there people out there that are controlled opposition? I mean, I think Glenn Beck is a shining example of what controlled opposition is. I mean, I'm going to play a Glenn Beck clip later in favor of what he showed. He showed Campaign for Liberty. He had a rather smart young lady on. But when it comes to 9/11 truth or FEMA camps, it's all tinfoil hat wearing nonsense. Ron Paul, there's just no way. The guy has been on the record now for almost 30 years. In government, outside of government, before the internet, he was doing the Ron Paul newsletters. He has really stayed consistent. In fact, I saw an interview with him recently from the early, I think it might have been even in 82, where he's talking about the same exact issues. Are there tons of controlled oppositions out there? Yeah, there are. Okay. I'm not even sure somebody like a Naomi Wolf is controlled opposition. I really think she's more along the lines of somebody who has her blind spots. The same with Michael Moore. I don't necessarily think that Michael Moore is controlled opposition. I think that he believes a lot of the things that he puts out, and some of the, more hardcore issues he'd like to talk about. He feels pressure from his, friends, constituents, people he looks up to in his party or political beliefs, and he's not willing to go all the way. But somebody like Ron Paul, I really doubt Ron Paul. I even doubt, say, Dennis Kucinich, who does a lot less than Ron Paul, but in my opinion is the second best member in Congress.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I was really hoping that you'd say that. I just wanted to confirm.
Well, you know what? I've also had to see those videos where they say that Ron Paul's rocking the El Diablo and he's part of, the Illuminati because he goes to these organizations and there's somebody there that's a Freemason and his friend. Look, I'm friends with Freemasons, A lot of people say that I'm some kind of double Mossad agent. You got to look at people and see what the fruits of their labor are. Not what other people are yabbering about. What have they done? Are they consistent? And Ron Paul is consistent. Back after this, wearechange.org, Infowars.com. By Luke Rudkowski of wearechange.org, trying to get a hold of Manny Badillo. Right now, we're going to continue to take your calls throughout this hour. But I wanted to thank Luke for coming on, really thank Luke for starting the organization, wearechange.org. We're in the short segment, Luke. Why don't you just tell people why you started this organization and what it's really been able to accomplish in a short period of time? You're only, two and a half years old right now?
I'm 22 years old right now, and I started...
No, I'm talking about the organization,
about 2.5
Luke.
years ago, and it was just about being the change we want to see in this world and about bringing young people together so we could create a positive future for ourselves and our children and our futures that are going to be, in this world before us. So It's just about getting out there, doing the right thing. And from within the last 2.5 years, I mean, we have made national news over and over again. We have supported laws in Congress. We have introduced bills into Congress. We have changed local laws in New York City that were about to prevent filming in New York City. We are an organization that, even helped raise $50,000 for 9/11 first responders within the last 2 years. It's all about getting out there, believing in yourself, and empowering yourself, and fighting the good fight.
Absolutely. And, that's really why I believe that, the do-nothings out there, the, Johnny-come-latelys, the, attackers out there. Yeah, are constantly not only attacking you by name, which is just outrageous, but the organization itself saying it's hurt the 9/11 Truth movement. Luke, without We Are Change, 9/11 Truth would not be where it is today, in my opinion.
I mean, we do our best. We're not perfect. But we ask people, instead of sitting back on the sidelines and complaining and moaning and crying, just get out there and do something. Stop sitting down. Stop complaining, because sitting down and complaining is not going to do nothing. You got to get out there. You got to talk to people. You got to be active, and you got to believe in yourself. I'd rather do that than sit on the sidelines and critique people who are out there doing something real.
That's right. And, you guys have done so much. I mean, you're an international organization. Let's talk about some of the chapters that are outside of the United States. I mean, I think you have something like 30 to 35 within this country. But outside of the country, we've got We Are Change Ireland, We Are Change UK. I believe there's a We Are Change out in Australia. Speak to that for a moment.
I mean, it's beautiful seeing what we do here in New York City go all over the world. It is amazing where one video I can make, one idea, goes everywhere around the world. And we have chapters in Amsterdam, in Germany, in France, in Italy, in Greece. We have We Are Change chapters all over the world, and it's beautiful seeing people being sick of what's going on, taking action, standing up, and believing in themselves and doing something for themselves, for the people, for everybody. And it's amazing. I mean, I'm just amazed sitting back here watching. I don't even know how many chapters we have. All I know is that we have over 100 We Are Change chapters all over the world, and it's beautiful. People, just within the last week, We Are Change San Francisco confronted Richard Haas. We Are Change LA confronted the Black Pope. We Are Change Chicago with We Are Change Ohio confronted Karl Rove. We Are Change UK just confronted the head of The Economist, who admitted he was at Bilderberg meeting, and we confronted Senator Gillibrand, and I'm just coming back from talking to Russell Simmons today. So, we've been so active, so busy.
Wow, you talked to Russell Simmons today, huh?
Yeah, Manny Badillo actually had a great conversation with him. I had a short conversation.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that on the other side, and then let's talk about this latest We Are Change video with this senator out of New York that was appointed by Hillary Clinton, what she had to say. We played it on the program yesterday. And then later